Hey guys, welcome back to Popcom. It's your boy Mike, and today I want to go ahead and do my contest entry video for my boy. He's got freaking issues. Now, he's a local here to Arizona, and I want you guys to go and support this guy. Go get him subbed up, get him to 200 subs. He's a little bit past his 100 subs already. So today, let's go ahead and jump right into his questions. So the first one is be subscribed to him. You have to be 18 or over, which I am. Shout out to whoever. So I want to do a couple local shout outs. So of course, like I said, he's got freaking issues. He's a local here to Arizona. Also, Drachir's Comics is also a local here to Arizona. And my other guy that I need to go pop hunting with is Raul's Life. And he does a bunch of pop hauls, a bunch of hunting videos. I'll leave links to all these channels in the description. And also my out-of-state, I guess, shout-outs, shout-outs I want to give to is both from Washington State, and that would be Half Shell Heroes Chris and also Captain Dadpool. So those would be all my shout-outs, that channels I like to watch and support, and hopefully you guys will go and support them as well, sub them up. So the next question is a little bit about myself and my favorite pastime. So a little bit about myself is I grew up playing all the sports. I was huge into sports. I played college football. So a pastime of mine would be, of course, playing sports. And just collecting things has always been something that I've always been into, even since I was little. Collecting baseball cards, football cards, comics, comic cards. You name it, I was collecting it. I took a huge break from probably my early teen years, around, the late 90s, after the whole X-Men craze was going on and Deadpool. I kind of stopped around then, and then I recently picked up, probably about a year ago, collecting again. Of course, Pops is a big thing, part of my channel, and then also comics is another thing that I've slowly got interested in as well. So that would be my favorite pastime and even current time now. So what got me into collecting? So recently, about a year ago, I went to go watch Star Wars, the new one, the Force Awakens. And I went with my wife. We both thought like, oh gosh, here's another Star Wars movie, another, just to get more money, and you know how that goes. So basically, we loved the movie. We absolutely loved it. Hands down, it was a great movie. I was in Walgreens picking up something. I don't remember what it was, but I ended up coming across a Captain Phasma Funko Pop. And I picked it up and I saw it. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. What are these? So, I looked on the back of it and saw there was a whole line of them. And then I was looking more in the aisle and I found like ones that had stickers on them and just crazy stuff like that. And then a week later, I ended up finding my Green Goblin Chase figure, which I had no idea what a Chase was. And I just saw it. It was all shiny and metallic, and it had a sticker. So I was like, oh, I'll grab this one. I think there was 2 or 3 of them there. I should have just grabbed all of them now, knowing what a Chase is and how rare they are and stuff like that. But that's what pretty much got me back into collecting, was after we watched the movie and I picked up that Captain Phasma. Like, if you're not collecting Pops, don't start, because once you start, it's super hard to stop. So it's a super fun hobby, and that's what got me back into collecting. Back in the day, like I said, I started collecting just for the fact that I was so into sports. And I remember with my best friend at the time, Nick, we would split our money and actually buy a box and then just pull, half the packs. He would pull half the packs and we would just start opening them up. So it was a cheap way to buy a whole box of cards, and just to see who got the lucky, pulls with the holographs and the jersey cuts, the diamond selects, all those really cool sports card stuff. But yeah, that's what got me into collecting. A comic book horror story. I just recently got into comic books, so I really don't have a horror story on with comic books. But with Pops, though, I guess it's not really a horror story, but just the fact that I know one time that I went out and I was going to meet somebody. I drove almost 45 minutes to go and meet them. And once I got there, they texted me saying that they couldn't even meet up once I was there. So just the time, the effort, the gas, everything going there, and then getting the text that they couldn't even make it, that's a whole bummer in itself. And I guess that's just a story. I guess that's, an unfortunate event. no comic books horror stories yet, or hopefully none whatsoever. And then it says show your favorite books or your favorite variants. So I recently was blessed by Half Shell Heroes Chris. He sent me some variants. One was a slab and one was a recent variant by J. Scott Campbell. So he's actually blessed me with my 2 variants that are pretty much my prized possessions in my comic collection so far. So the first one that he sent me, and I know you guys have already seen this, but I always love to show it off, is this Amazing Spider-Man #1. It's a 9.6, a slabbed, and it is a variant copy with a certificate of COA, certificate of authenticity. But I know you guys have seen this already, but this is one of my absolute favorite variants. If you could see in the background, it has all like his main villains that he fights: the Green Goblin, the Shocker, Venom, you know, Dr. Octopus. They're all in the background. But that's absolutely one of my favorite variants that I have, and that's my only slab book that I have in my collection. So that absolutely is one of my favorite variants. And then I just recently got a J. Scott Campbell variant signed. And this is Renew Your Vows Spider-Man with the COA as well too, from J. Scott Campbell. It's Renew Your Vows #1, and then the autograph right there. So those 2 would be my 2 absolute favorite variants in my comic collection. And then I guess I could take it a step further and show you my pops and what my favorite variant is, or my favorite pop in my collection. Here's all my Spider-Man ones, all my Deadpool. Well, down there, I don't know if you could see it, that's my Green Goblin Chase. But I would say my favorite pop in my whole collection would have to be this Conor McGregor. That's a custom pop that I have. That probably is my favorite one so far in my collection. And also my wife, she ended up buying me my very first one that she bought for me was the glow-in-the-dark Yoda from Walgreens. So that definitely would be my favorite pop in my collection. So yeah, those are my favorite pops in my collection that I have. You saw my favorite comics, and I think that answers all of his questions. So anyways, this is my entry for He's Got Freaking Issues, his 100 subscriber giveaway. And don't forget about my giveaway. I have my 200 subscriber giveaway going on as well, and it ends April 20th. But other than that, I'll leave the links down below of all the channels that I mentioned, and I wish you the best of luck, Darrell, with your channel and just everything you're doing. I love watching it, and hopefully we can get together and go do a comic book hunt or something together, and that would be awesome. But yeah, guys, other than that, just keep doing what you're doing, have fun doing it, and stay awesome.